Welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name is Luhi and this is Time with Luhi and this is my Fusion Diaries. I hope you've been enjoying the trips as of lately because we're on to the next location. A country known for its mountainous views and colorful streets all the way in northwest of South America, Colombia. Colombia, the capital being Bogota, has two major oceans on its borders, the west side being the Pacific Ocean and the east side being the Atlantic Ocean. Home to the indigenous people, they are known for their emerald exploitation, colorful streets, and butterflies. Home to 35% of the Amazon River is the base of the most beautiful river in the world, Caño Cristales. When you look at Colombia, all you think of is colors and beauty, and I was inspired to sew this dress, the top being red and the down being green. But this is just the front of the dress. Let's turn it to the back of the dress. I was inspired to attach these beautiful fabric butterflies on the neckline of the back of the dress. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to make these fabric butterflies as well as the front of the skirt. It has a pleated waist. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. So let's go. Starting off with our fabric butterfly, I have cut this piece of material measured 7 inches length and 5.5 inches breadth. This is the front of the material. On the back there is paper gum. Starting off, we're going to fold this piece to meet the other end and we're going to sew it round and turn it over. This is the back, so by the time you sew it round, you're going to turn it over and then close up the piece that's opened up. So this is what I mean right here. I'm going to bring it closer for you to see. I turned it over and I closed up that piece. As you can see, there is that stitch in front on top of our front piece. This one color green is what I want to be at the front of the butterfly, so I'm going to turn it over, giving me these two colors. To start off by folding it and then finger press it down. Going to fold it again from right to left and finger press it down again. As I folded it the first time, it gave us 2 rectangles. I folded it the second time, it gave us 4 smaller rectangles. Now I'm going to be opening up with one of the small rectangles. I'm going to be pressing it to the side. Literally try just opening it up and it's going to give us a triangle shape. I'm going to do it again, taking one of the rectangles. I'm going to open it up, holding down that second side, and that is it. And next we're going to flip it over. And when you flip it over, this is how it will look. One side is angled out. I'm going to do the same thing as we have flipped it over. I'm going to open it up with that second side and it's going to give us a triangle. This is the shape we have now. Next, starting from the right hand side, I'm going to take that piece and just press it forward. Just like that, you press it forward and I'm going to take my needle and thread and just hold it together. I'm going to place my needle at the point where all the materials intersect, and that is more at the middle.
You sticks, we up.
I went in and out with my needle at least 4 times and ending it at the back. I've cut the thread and I'm going to end it with a knot. I'm going to do the same thing on the second side. I'm going to bring down that piece. As you can see, our butterfly is already formed. Taking my needle and thread, I'm going to hold it in place. A fabric butterfly is perfectly formed, and now for the last step, that middle piece that hangs at the back, I'm going to fold it in and take my needle and thread and just sew it up. This is what the back of the butterfly looks like. Remember, all knots should end at the back. And turning it over, this is our fabric butterfly. It came out so well. I'm going to do 5 more behind the scenes while I show you how we do our skirt. Starting off at the front of our skirt, I have my hemline marked, which is 1 inch. I'm going to mark my waistline, which is 34 divided by 4, which is 8.5 inches, and I'm going to add an extra 1.5 inches for allowance. Next, from that hemline, I'm going to come down by 10 inches I'm going to mark the line where that 10 inches is. Then I'm going to place my tape on the 10 inches line and mark my hip, which is 42 divided by 4, which is 12.5 inches plus 1.5 inch of allowance. For the length, I initially marked 28 inches, but when sewing, I saw that was too long for me, so I cut it down to 24 inches. Put the same measurement I put for my hips on the length, so rather than putting 10.5 inches at the ends of the skirt, I just put 9.5 inches plus obviously 1.5 inch allowance. As you can see, I'm connecting all the lines that we have marked. Next, we're going to cut, and I added 1 inch at the end of the skirt for folding. This is our skirt pattern. Next, we're going to be marking the points for our slash and spread. Next, I'm going to place my tape at the waistline of the skirt, and from the middle of the skirt, I'm going to be marking a point at every 2-inch interval. I actually did this the reverse way, so it's still okay. And I marked 4 points. Next, taking my ruler, I'm going to connect it to a point just below my hip, about an inch below my hip, and the space between these lines are going to be half inches. I'm putting pins on the brown paper because we are cutting this on fold and it can easily shake. Taking my scissors, I'm going to follow those lines and cut, and I'm not going to open it up, I'm just going to cut it to a point where it opens up. I've placed the brown paper on the fabric and I put a 2-inch space between each of the slashes. Now I'm going to take my chalk and just mark where all the slashes are meant to connect. Taking my scissors, I'm going to cutting out this new pattern. This is a thick ashoke, so it was pretty hard to cut. I have cut it out, and now I'm going to take my white chalk and just mark the points we're going to connect. Because this material is pretty thick, I'm going to be opening up and using my pins, and don't forget this is on fold, so we're going to use our pins to cover and hold it in place. I've opened up the skirt and this is what it looks like. The places where we marked with white chalk, we're going to be connecting them together as pleats. When I fold it in, I'm going to use my pin to secure it. So this is what the pleat should look like. I'm going to go ahead and do it for the rest of the skirt. Pleating the skirt, I'm going to turn it over to the front so that you see how it looks. The pleats look good on the front of the skirt. The back of this dress, the skirt part doesn't have this pleat, so just go ahead and fix your back skirt as normal. You attach it the same way you attach a normal skirt. I'm done sewing this dress. Next, I'm going to place a fabric butterfly in a descending order, using my needle and thread to tack it to the dress. Thank you so much for getting to the end of this video. I hope you found this fabric butterfly tutorial very easy to understand. Make sure to like, comment your favorite part, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Share it to a friend that you know would love something like this. Let me know in the comment section, does this dress depict Colombia? Once again for watching. Bye.